The father, ignoring his daughter's cries, used all his strength to throw her toward another building. Fortunately, his wife on the opposite side caught her without incident. What were they going through? The protagonist of the story, Mike, is an American hydraulic engineer. Mike was sent by his company to Southeast Asia to share his expertise, and he brought his family along for the journey. At the airport, Mike struck up a friendly conversation with a fellow countryman named Hardman. Upon learning that Mike was new to the area, Hardman generously shared some tips on avoiding scams. Since the company's arranged transportation didn't arrive on time, Hardman kindly offered Mike and his family a ride. The family arrived at a luxurious welcome hotel, where a banner with their faces hung in the lobby. However, despite the hotel's opulent appearance, the infrastructure left much to be desired. The TV showed only static, and the phone had no signal. When Mike inquired at the front desk, he was told that the entire city was experiencing the same issues. The next day, Mike returned to the front desk to ask if there had been any calls from his boss, Cardiff, but the staff informed him that no messages had been received. Cut off from his company, Mike resorted to buying American newspapers to pass the time. Following the hotel staff's directions, he ventured into a bustling market, but he couldn't understand the hostile glares from the people around him. After searching for a while, he managed to find only a 3-day-old newspaper. Suddenly, the streets fell eerily silent as two opposing forces began closing in from either side. A large group of police officers appeared with shields, while a mob of rioters emerged from the other direction. Caught in the middle, Mike had no idea what was happening. Soon, clashes broke out between the two sides. Panicked, Mike tried to rush back to the hotel, but chaos had erupted everywhere. Just as he was about to enter the hotel, he noticed a crowd blocking the entrance. A man who had been captured was shouting, "I'm an American! Let me go!" But the rioters showed no mercy and shot him dead. Terrified, Mike tried to flee but was spotted by the rioters. He quickly used the fire escape to climb up the hotel and kicked the ladder away, finally making it back inside. The hotel staff were holding off the rioters at the entrance and urged Mike to return to his room until the unrest subsided. Back in the room, Mike's wife was about to take their 2 daughters swimming, but he stopped her and explained the situation outside. To his horror, Mike realized their younger daughter was missing. Their older daughter told him that the younger one had gone to the pool alone. Frantic, Mike rushed out of the room and headed to the 4th-floor pool. Meanwhile, his wife heard noises outside and peeked through the peephole. She saw rioters with machetes slaughtering the occupants of the room across the hall. Terrified, she stepped back, and at that moment, the door handle began to turn. She didn't dare make a sound, using her body to hold the door shut. Desperate, she was further alarmed when their daughter emerged from the bathroom. Luckily, after banging on the door a few times, the rioters moved on. To be safe, the wife pushed a sofa against the door to block it. Moments later, Mike's voice came from outside, and she finally opened the door. Mike suggested escaping to the rooftop, but his wife immediately objected, believing that staying in the room was the safest option since the rioters had already passed by. However, Mike insisted, and reluctantly, the wife agreed. The family left the room together, hoping to find safety on the rooftop.